Today we're going to make gooey butter cake, and for this recipe you're going to need a standard Jell-O cake mix from the store. You're going to need 8 ounces of butter that's melted. You'll need a teaspoon of vanilla. You'll also need a total of 3 eggs, but you'll only use 1 currently for the crust. For the topping to this cake, you're going to need 16 ounces of confectioner's sugar, an additional 8 ounces of melted butter, and 8 ounces of your softened cream cheese, and that's where you're going to also use your other 2 eggs.
So while you're making your crust, you will want to preheat your oven to 350. So this is a 2-part process to make a gooey butter cake. You start with the crust. So out of my 8 ounces of melted butter, I'm going to butter my pan. Not tremendously, but you don't want this to stick to your pan. So after you've buttered your pan, you're going to pour the remaining amount of melted butter into your standard yellow cake mix. You're going to also crack an egg. And pour that in as well. And then you're going to start combining it all. And you're going to mix this until it makes almost like a dough. And it'll get a little harder to mix as the wet ingredients are absorbed. Once it's fully incorporated, you're going to pour it into the pan over here and pat it down to where it forms the crust of the gooey cake. So now it's all nicely mixed together, and we're going to pour it into the cake pan over here. You'll want to cover the entire pan as evenly as possible. It's almost going to look sugar cookie-ish, but you'll pat it down, make sure it's all nice and even. And once it is, you're going to start making the topping to the gooey cake. For this portion of the cake, which is the topping, you need 16 ounces of confectioner's sugar. And you're going to combine that with 8 ounces of melted butter, as well as 2 eggs, a teaspoon of vanilla, and 8 ounces of cream cheese. And once you get them all in here, you are going to use your hand mixer to combine them all. That's funny. Start off slow because it's clearly very wet. So you're going to start off slow. and you're going to use your spatula to help you pour it into your cake pan that has your crust in it already. And you're going to spread it out evenly. And it should look just like that. Now that you've combined the topping with the crust, you're going to take your gooey cake and you're going to place it in a 350-degree oven for 40 to 50 minutes or until golden brown. The gooey cake has been cooking for about 45 minutes and it is golden brown and ready to come out of the oven. You're going to let it cool before you cut into it.